Are you looking for the best Bluetooth speakers? In this video we will look at some of the 10 best speakers on the market before we get started with our video. We have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Cleer Scene. Although you may not have heard of Cleer Audio, the brand has been around for over a dozen years, churning out competent ANC headphones that rival Sony and Bose for sound quality, but cost less, great wireless earbuds, and innovative speaker designs. Case in point, the Cleer Scene. This unique Bluetooth speaker doesn't have a typical boxy or cylindrical build. Instead, it's shaped kind of like a cannoli. According to the designer, this style was chosen to guide listeners to position the speaker horizontally rather than vertically. Other than its shape, the Cleer Scene stands out in this list as the only speaker under $100. But it definitely performs beyond its price. In fact, nothing in this range even comes close to it. It features deeper, more controlled bass than JBL's more affordable Clip 5, and it's a lot less expensive than Bose's similarly portable SoundLink Flex. The sound is crisp, bright, and smooth. Despite its tiny stature, the speaker easily fills a small area with dulcet tunes. The Scene is available in a subtle gray or a stunning red. Unlike other speakers of its size, it features a microphone, so you can use it for calls. And it's IPX7 waterproof, so it can survive an honest-to-goodness dunking. That utility and durability, along with its light and compact body, make it highly portable. It's definitely the kind of Bluetooth speaker you'll want to bring with you everywhere around the house and on the go. At number 2. Devialet Mania. The French company Devialet, pronounced Devialet, has made a name for itself in the luxury audio market. Though the brand has released a soundbar, amplifier, and earbuds, it's best known for its multi-thousand-dollar Phantom speakers. Aside from their distinctive cyber egg shape and notoriously high price tags, the Phantoms are known for their implosive speaker arrays, capable of producing loud volumes without a hint of distortion. Although Devialet has introduced smaller, more affordable versions, these have all required plugging in. The Mania is its first battery-powered speaker. Despite its portability, the Mania is a powerful and stylish piece of tech, as if the company somehow turned the all-seeing eye of Sauron from The Lord of the Rings into a speaker. One thing's for sure, it definitely looks and feels premium. Furthermore, this relatively compact yet heavy speaker performs remarkably well, delivering rich stereo sound in 360 degrees. It does so by performing a scan every time you power it on, which requires patience that's amply rewarded. The Mania uses its 4 microphones to determine its position in the room and automatically adjust its audio imaging and directionality accordingly. More than handsome, smart, and adept, the speaker is also plenty loud. At every volume, the Mania delivers clean, tight, bright sound. Even when serving up to 95 decibels of audio, it sounds big but never distorted, bloated, or muddied. It's just tight and snappy, right up through the middle and upper registers. Its companion app offers basic functionality, displaying charging information, product tips and info, and an adjustable volume slider with 3 equalizer presets. The app also provides access to the speaker's voice assistant and allows you to disable the microphone. To add to its accolades, the Mania offers great connectivity, with optional Wi-Fi support in addition to Bluetooth streaming. It's available in 5 opulent colorways on Devialet's site. And it can be paired to another Mania, in case your pockets are deep enough and you want an even better stereo presentation. At number 3. Lodge Solar Speaker 4 Series 2. The Lodge Solar Speaker 4 stands out from its rivals in this guide thanks to its 4 solar panels, located on the top, back, right, and left sides, that can store power from the sun. It also has an IP66 rating, which means it's suitable for outdoor use, even in wet conditions. The speaker even features a magnetic stake mounting system, allowing you to easily position it above a patch of dirt, grass, or mulch. To charge the device for the first time, you can either juice it up via its hidden USB-C port and then leave it outside for sunshine to top it off, or strategically place it outside for a few days to let the sun do all the work. As long as you have sunlight, the Lodge offers virtually unlimited playtime. And without solar charging, it still offers 22+ hours of battery life, so it's sure to play through darkness and rain as well. You don't have to worry about the weather ruining your camping trip or patio party. Once powered up, the Solar Speaker 4 sounds amazing. It's clear, bright, and plenty loud. Its bass is adequate, if not a bit understated. So it may be a letdown if you crave truly bone-rattling rumble or heart-stopping thump. In that way, its sound signature could be described as audiophile-friendly, meaning that it's clean, balanced, and relatively neutral throughout its frequency response. There is an app, but it's only used to initiate firmware updates. However, it's possible to pair two of these speakers for a super-wide stereo soundstage. If you happen to have the budget and acreage, and amenable neighbors, you can even wirelessly connect up to 30 of these bad boys. Having said all this, the Lodge Solar Speaker 4 can also be used indoors. After all, it offers stellar sound. But it's really meant as a long-lasting speaker that you can set up outdoors without having to worry about power. At number 4. JBL Authentics 300. The JBL Authentics 300 is my pick for the best Bluetooth speaker overall. It's an impressive option that combines substantial power, stellar performance, extensive functionality, and a stylish design. Its unique waffle, or, as JBL calls it, quadrex, grille gives it a fun, retro look that distinguishes it from other speakers. It also has a built-in battery and a convenient handle. Backing up its classy style, the Authentics 300 produces a clean, refined sound throughout the frequency spectrum. Convenient dedicated knobs on top of the speaker allow you to dial in the exact bass and treble flavors you desire. And 100 watts of power makes it rock at whatever volume your ears can handle. Although the Authentics 300 is portable and designed for on-the-go use with up to 8 hours of battery life, it's a bit bulky. So, if you're using it at home, you may just want to find a good spot for it and leave it plugged in, knowing that you can move it somewhere else if the need arises. Its companion app is packed with features, including the ability to adjust the EQ, toggle battery saver mode, set the auto power off time, and disable feedback tones. In addition to Bluetooth, the app lets you stream music via a Wi-Fi connection for higher quality playback. Wi-Fi also enables you to set up multi-room listening, with the addition of more speakers, and configure Amazon Alexa and/or Google Assistant, allowing the Authentics 300 to function as a smart speaker. At number 5. Bose SoundLink Max. The Bose SoundLink Max ticked all my boxes. Bose designs typically focus on a somewhat rugged aesthetic, and that branding is definitely on display here. Its boombox build is built to resist bumps and scrapes, but visually, it doesn't hold a visual candle to the Marshall Middleton, my mid-range pick. Still, the rugged build is what helped cement it as a top pick, as I dropped it and it didn't show any marks. The speaker offers a convenient detachable rope handle, which made it easy to move around my home. If you want, you can add a shoulder strap, though that's sold separately for an extra $45. The carry handle suffices, and you'll need it. This speaker is 4.8 pounds, which is heavy for a portable speaker. Buttons on the top are easy to find and use, too. Its stereo sound is exemplary, basses sound deep, mids and trebles balance wonderfully. One of my favorite examples of just how this speaker delivers is with Ashnikos Daisy, which at the very beginning hits deep basses that I've found is difficult for speakers to play properly. The Bose hits this bass note with ease, while balancing the rest of the frequencies. For context, only a handful of Bluetooth speakers I tested hit that particular note. Bose's app is one of the best around, with easy-to-use controls and simple EQ software. You don't get any presets, but you can adjust each frequency. I missed presets, but at least Bose makes it simple to tune your music to your preferences. The stereo only faces in one direction, but even so, still had robust audio that rivaled 360-degree speakers. At number 6. Anker Soundcore Select 4 Go. The Anker Soundcore Select 4 Go surpassed my expectations. Just larger than the palm of my hand, it has a strap hook to carry it via a carabiner. It only has a few buttons: play, pause, power, Bluetooth and volume. On the corner, you'll find a single USB-C port with a silicone cover to block moisture. It can be placed horizontally or vertically with the help of 4 little feet on the bottom, which is a nice, unexpected feature. To be clear, this isn't the best Bluetooth speaker I tested for audio quality. Even with bass boost on, the lower frequencies simply can't match that of its more expensive competitors. However, at this price point, the fact that it can hit as many of the frequencies as does is pretty darn impressive, and the quality is adequate for casual listeners. Soundcore has built a reputation for creating quality audio equipment for a fraction of the price. Once again, Anker hits the bullseye with this tiny speaker that's less than $50. Be sure that you play around with the EQ's odds, or you'll want to toss on the bass boost EQ over the Soundcore signature sound EQ. That said, it's impressive that given this price point, it even has EQ presets. Other speakers in this price range that I tested don't offer any. Remember Ashnikko's Daisy I mentioned I tested with Bose? The Select 4 Go can't quite hit those bass notes, and they sound a couple notes higher than they should. That's a problem for me. The 20-hour battery life is impressive, but during testing, it fell a hair short. It's not a big a deal, considering that it's unlikely that you'll play it for 20 continuous hours. It's also a nice perk that it comes with IP67 waterproofing, and after tossing it in my kitchen sink filled with water, I can confirm it floats. At number 7. Marshall Emberton III. The Marshall Emberton III is the best small Bluetooth speaker you can get right now. Sure, the Anker Soundcore Select 4 Go is smaller, but at that size, you're sacrificing some bass and lower frequencies. The Marshall Emberton III is a little bigger, and the boxy shape makes it easy to tuck into a bag or place it literally anywhere. On top, you'll find a few buttons, including a volume control and a toggle that you move to the left and right for forward and rewind. Admittedly, it takes some getting used to. I usually prefer colors other than black, but this design is simply lovely, giving me some serious nostalgia for my father's vintage stereo speakers. The EQs and audio quality sound on par with its sibling, the Marshall Middleton, and regarding lower frequencies, the Middleton edges it out. The bass is simply more powerful on the Middleton. Still, it can more than deliver lower frequencies and make them sound good. It doesn't offer many EQ presets. Choose between the signature Marshall Push, which is essentially the dynamic mode, or Voice for your podcasts. I was disappointed that I can't customize EQ, but it does a good job maintaining a rounded listening profile nonetheless. The sound passes through bidirectionally for 360-degree audio, which the company calls true stereophonic audio. It does a solid job filling my living room, including when I sit far away from it. The battery lasts up to 32 hours, which I was able to get in my own testing as long as I kept the volume on a medium setting. Like others on this list, it's rated for IP67, so it can handle outdoor elements or pool parties. There's no strap, but you can add your own thanks to a slot on the corner. Don't expect any Smart Assistant compatibility, but the app is fairly straightforward. You can also elongate the lifespan in the app with small changes, like only charging to 95% and invoking adaptive charging. At number 8. JBL Charge 6. The JBL Charge 6 has a blatantly rugged build. On one hand, it's drop resistant, so it's going to withstand a ton of bumps and scrapes. It's so sturdy that JBL jokingly recommends on its company website not tossing the speaker around to impress your friends, and there's a certain degree of truth to that claim. My cat decided to test this for me by knocking it off a desk, and it still looks brand new. It's rated IP68 for water and dustproofing, and it can handle a 1 meter drop to concrete with ease. The speaker's rubber feet help it stay firmly in place on most surfaces, and on the top, there's 2 grooves where a removable carry handle can lock into place. The strap is easy to add and remove, too. It makes it easy to carry around and set on most surfaces, and because it's more lightweight compared to other speakers I tested, that helps cement its winner in the portable Bluetooth speakers category. If you're seeking an intuitive app, the JBL app was among the easiest I tested across all brands. Make sure you download the correct app. There's the JBL Portable app, which is for Bluetooth speakers, and the JBL Headphones app, which is for their headphones, and they look similar in the App Store. It's easy to connect, and there's virtually no learning curve when you want to adjust the EQs. Choose from the JBL Signature, Chill, Energetic, Vocal or Custom. I personally recommend Energetic since it gives the music extra vibrancy, and the audio quality is pretty good out of the box. There's an AI boost feature that I felt made the music a little tinny, so I opted not to use it. I found some of the presets to be lacking. For example, I thought Chill muddled the quality too much for my taste. At number 9. Marshall Middleton. Bose may have landed at the top of the list, but that's because in addition to making good quality audio, it knows how to make a rugged speaker. Marshall, on the other hand, knows how to up the ante with aesthetics. Like the Emberton III, the Marshall Middleton has a metallic mesh design. The lighter cream hue I received also gives off the vintage vibes with which I'm obsessed. For the aesthetic alone, this was my favorite speaker. You also get a strap to help carry the speaker, but it's placed on the corner and feels counterintuitive. I don't want to swing my 4-pound Bluetooth speaker around, and it would have been nice to have a detachable carry handle. Ultimately, I kept it stationary. The app's EQ presets leave a little to be desired for those that may not be as familiar with EQs. You can adjust bass and treble frequencies, but that's it, you don't get any EQ presets, which I found disappointing. That's not to say that the audio needs adjustments. This speaker sounds so rich that during my testing, I didn't feel the need to adjust either EQ frequency. You can shift between tracks in the app, which was nice if I didn't feel like opening up Spotify. It's also cool that Marshall added EQ adjustments right on the top of the speaker to make adjustments on the fly. It was one of only 4 speakers in which I could distinctly hear the baritone saxophone blending alongside other instruments during fits and the tantrums I just wanna shine, and, more importantly, I could hear the musical notes well. That's a huge distinction, as some speakers I tested made that particular instrument sound like a squawking parrot. The same went for tracks like "Ma Myler Enemy" by Stromae and Poem, where some speakers muddled the layers. The Middleton balanced them beautifully. Out of all the Bluetooth speakers I tested, this one was my favorite if I was testing solely based on audio quality. It sounds significantly more expensive than it costs. At number 10. Bang & Olufsen Beosound A5. If you value a premium audio quality above all else, the Bang & Olufsen Beosound A5 is the one you should buy. The Bluetooth speaker costs an eye-watering $1,550, but for that premium price, it has a lot going for it. The unit I tested featured gorgeous wood paneling that fit nicely on my vintage 1900s leather top desk, not to mention in my modern kitchen. If you're not keen on a wood finish, there is also a rattan, called Nordic Weave, and a silver modern look, too. The charge port is on the back, but controls are conveniently placed on top. Just make sure that you turn it off. The speaker only turns off after 90 minutes of inactivity, and there were a few times I forgot to turn it off and later found the speaker dead. You can disable this in the app. Still, its audio quality is hands down the most luxe I tested. The A5 comes with a list of EQ presets: lounge, party, speech, and more. If you really want to, you can make a custom EQ as well. It works well enough, but it's not needed for this speaker. It sounds lovely unboxed. In addition, the Beosound A5 can play 360 audio or direct the sound toward the front, depending on your EQ preset. Some EQs, like Party, are only available with 360-degree audio, which surprised me. The Beosound A5 still outperformed the competition. It can hit the lower frequencies with ease, and it balanced nicely with the mids and trebles. It sounds good, and some of the funk to Remy Wolf's tracks truly shined across the EQs. This was built to handle all your genres with ease, and the New Yorker Radio Hour episodes showcased well on the speech setting, though I could have easily left it on Party or Lounge, my two preferred EQs.